Namaste. Back to the Wednesday. Of course, the Purnami day, the full moon. It started yesterday and up to today, I think mid-afternoon. Anyway, today the moon again will be very gold color, golden energy as we talk about in yoga. The left side, the golden energy, the Chandra, the lunar energy. As you see the moon, the full moon, it will be very nice to see. You can watch and of course you can sing for moon also. We are going to try today for the moon singing because it's not normal, no? We don't usually sing for moon. We may chant the mantra for Surya when we are doing the Surya Namaskar in the morning, but it's very rare we chant or sing for moon. So pleasing to balance our energy and the body, the mind, of course, because especially the Sukla Paksha, we call the facing, all the face of the moon, the growing moon, and the Krishna Paksha going to the dark. So especially the new moon and the full moon, it's very strong energy. So in that energy day, of course, we could see the ocean sound even very strong actually when we are just standing near the window even. So very strong energy. Of course, it's also, making little bit unbalance in our body. So it's normal when we see with others, especially already people are really just not really exactly like this most of the time. So especially on this day, we don't have to say even. So it will help to chant and sing and to balance the energy. Of course, we got a lot of practices for moon in the yoga practices, yoga sadhana. Maybe some of them we'll try today. So you can do the yoga also, not only singing, sometimes dancing, sometimes doing the yoga. Of course, when you say doing again, I always, that is coming to my mind. Doing, not doing, being. So just to be there, to feel the energy. So we can practice a lot of that, quite a few practices. Of course, we practice the Ganesha Shlokam. We could chant and sing again the Radha Govind. Actually, last week was Radha Ashtami, so it was apt actually to sing. And I thought only the Ashtami, but it was very special Ashtami when they are mentioning this for the Radha Krishna. Because they never say Bhama Krishna, Rukmini Krishna, no? Usually they chant Radha Krishna, Radha Krishna. So for Radha, always with Krishna. Of course, when Radha even thought, most of the time Krishna is with me, other Gopikas also wants to be with him, no? So maybe he could also be because they are missing him. When she think in the pride, just that moment again, even Krishna went away even from with Radha even. So when they really, chanting and really they want to be with Krishna, again he appeared again with everyone. So it's like that always. Radha is very special. So Radha Krishna, like that, the song is very special bhajan actually. So it was apt actually last week, and thanks for that sir reminding that Radha Govind, that song. Similarly, other day when we were saying dancing for the Gajananam, it was very apt because they were celebrating for our Guru, the dance, Natya Parampara, Amajis and Dr. Sir's Guru, Adayar K. Lakshmanan sir. And of course, we had also the privilege because of Amaji, we also had the chances to go and meet him, to learn with him, and of course we had the lunch in their house, very especially every time when we are going after the break, when he will be just really very lovingly checking, do you have the lunch or not? When we are just going just like that, then he said no, go, okay, go and eat and come, like that, just very lovingly. Very great actually, very loving person. When we see even that, as they see Amaji or Swamiji, they could really feel that energy. Similarly with Lakshman sir, when you think about the Sangeeta Guru, Sri Ranganathan sir, when we think even they are really very, very great soul. Similarly with Shankar Narayan sir, quite often Dr. Sir mentioned. So through him and with Ammaji's chance, I mean, gave the chance for us to go and learn with them and be with them, and really we got the privilege to have this all the great souls, to meet them, to have the classes with them, to be with them, and really a loving soul actually. They are very soft in their olden age, even when we see them, it's like they're like Krishna, how we feel like Krishna very lovingly we feel with Krishna. Similar loving, sweet, the thought will come, when we see them photo even actually. When we see them even nowadays, even just simply sometimes Dr. put the photo, and when we look at them, really like that we cannot really express, that you really feel. Some of the words we cannot even equally put to say even. So that much really they are very sweet and great souls. And so they were, celebrating his memorial day. So that day it was apt that I chosen that song that day. Just it happened, that day I didn't really know. Later I come to know the date. So when I did it, then after that it was sometimes that says when we are linked with the universe, it's really then you feel go okay, it will go on, it will help you, it will bless you, the universe bless you. It was like that actually for me, and when I thought about that later, when I come to know, that day I especially whether I will do Vakradunda or I go to Gajananam, when I'm thinking I chosen the good one because he used to do very nicely in the dance. That's why we did the dance way that day. And of course, any energy when we are talking about that, like whenever I talk about the Hanuman energy, I will have the link with Balaji immediately, or whenever I'm thinking about Balaji, immediately Hanuman will be coming in any form to me. Like in the picture I see, or sometimes the video comes suddenly at the cell that day, just that one day, the temple, the monk is going and doing the bell, in the temple, that was just suddenly coming when I'm going there myself. So it was something, it's the quite strong link energy when they have, immediately we perceive that energy through somewhere we'll see the name or the nama, somewhere that energy essence will be remaining. Similarly, other day, like when Shobana was having the keep peacock, keep continuously in the class, then suddenly the peacock was in in the roof actually. Upstairs they had in the morning, the peacock was just going all the places, he was running around. You see that she's having the peacock there, but still that energy when you think that's telling all together, coming together, even though through the net line, but still we feel that together, we are all together like that. So that energy is exactly in that time when she was continuously having the peacock, immediately we had the peacock. Of course, some other day, some long time, Aishwarya also saw, but we didn't believe her. And one day, Daksha also saw here nearby near the gate outside. But something like when we are all thinking that same way, same energy just flow everywhere, wherever they are thinking, wherever they are sharing, it goes every place in the same place, wherever they are connecting, it's surely it goes there and reach there. That was very interesting actually. Similarly, whenever we did the dance drum, also many stories I remember. Whenever we are planning something, then somebody also will be trying the dance drama, similar dance drama going on like that. I used to think, we are planning this year, how they know in Chennai, they also doing that. But energy wise, Ammaji says, the energy wise, it goes, all the energies comes there, so it's automatically happening there like that. So it will be very interesting actually whenever I think about some of them. Okay, so we'll invoke and evoke Ganesha energy, and we practice last two bhajans we tried last class, and we come to the Chandra song today for moon. Of course, we chant the Gayatri mantra for Lord Ganesha, and we go on for the shlokam. Om Tadganeshaya Vidmahe Vakratundaya Dhimahi Tanno Dantihi Prachodayate. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा ॐ वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा So we go for the Radhe Govind for Lord Narayana. You chant the Narayana Gayatri mantra and you start. Om Narayanaaya Vidmahe Vasudevaya Dhimahi Tanno Vishnu Prachodayate Om Radhe Govind, Radhe Govind, Radhe Govind, Bhajo Radhe Govind. Radhe Govind, Radhe Govind, Radhe Govind, Bhajo Radhe Govind. Radhe Govind, Radhe, Radhe Govind, Radhe, Radhe Govind, Radhe, Radhe Govind, Radhe. Radhe Govind Radhe, Radhe Govind Radhe, Radhe Govind Radhe, Radhe Govind Radhe, Radhe Govind, Radhe Govind, Radhe Govind, Bhajo Radhe Govind. Radhe Govind, Radhe Govind, Radhe Govind, Bhajo Radhe Govind. Radhe Radhe Radhe, 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 Radhe Govind, Radhe Govind, Radhe Govind, Bhajo Radhe Govind. Radhe Govind, Radhe Govind, Radhe Govind, Bhajo Radhe Govind. Radhe Govind, 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 Radhe Govind. Just thought we revise because sometimes we don't go for all the songs, we don't have the time sometimes, so we just it is already there, so we had a chance to revise. And so of course Purnima, Paurnami also we say. So Purna is the full. So when we say Purna, in the variations we talk about now in the yoga, any asanas, very similarly, just by moving the hand at different positions, as we have the positions in the dance, different leg position, like a samam, when you are standing fully, it's samam, it's called. When we are, sitting in half position, when you are fully sitting, we call muru mandi, like when we are talking about the full muru mandi, the dance, when you are doing the muru mandi, and when you are sitting half, we call arai mandi. When you are standing fully, samam, we call fully standing samam. Of course, we do the samasthiti asana when you are simply standing, half leg, half weight of the body equally shared in both the legs. So 50-50 is equally balancing at both the legs. So Samasthiti Asana we call Samam, the equally. So as we say the definition for yoga even in the Bhagavad Gita, Samatvam Yoga Uchyate, the equanimity of the mind, body and mind, everything. So equaling, balancing. So like that, the Samatvam Yoga, like that Samasthiti Asana, the sthiti, the steadiness, and the Samasthiti we call. So with the leg position, we change the position even in the dance, the swastikam, as Docs are often talking about the swast, you feel good. So you feel in the swast in your not only physically, mentally, emotionally. So when we are talking about the different positions, swastikam in the dance, we have a lot of different variations of the foot movement, the hands movement. Similarly, in yoga, when you are changing the position of the hands, when you are doing even in the Trikonasana, when you are putting the hand in front of the leg, it's a different effect when you are doing. When you are putting the hands behind the leg, it's a different energy you feel in the body. When you are putting your body different position, it's automatically change the effect in your body. So with that, we have the variations, no? Like the Sapurna, the incomplete position. So the Purna, when you are talking about the Purna, the completion, the complete position. So finishing, so complete. So when they are going more than that, the beyond we call the Paripurna. So like that Purna, the full moon. So when the full moon, the full energy, when we are talking about even Purna Tripti, the people talk about anything, simply even they have the nice meals, when they're asking how you enjoyed your meal, they say Purna Tripti. So Purna, that Tripti, that like a div, it was Divyam. So the Prashadam, when you're talking, it was Divyam. So because already Prashadam, that when we are making, is like when they are making even, they think it's for the puja and they are making, no. Simply when we are cooking for the food for eating, that will be different energy. Of course, when they are Atithi there, they put more energy because they want to serve for the guests, so they will put more energy. Of course, the home always they think because they want to, going to offer others, for the family members or whoever, and those they will be thinking that should be tasty like that. So they'll be very careful. But especially when the guests come, like other day we had a very big feast in our, we lovely call him Apu Mama, of course, our Ramanathan sir, Dr. Meena Ramanathan's husband, everybody knows, I think, very clearly because he is the one before her. He is the one, watching all the programs and sending the message and welcoming, giving the best of luck, giving the luck, congratulating them, everything. So he's the one in the beginning of the section, even before she watched, because sometimes she occupied another household or she's going to the hospital also work. So we had the nice meals, and so it was like when we are having that, we feel like it's just divyam. So when people ask how you enjoyed, we say it's a divyam. So it was very, very satisfied. So Purna, and when we are talking about, even we use this terms, Purna Tripti, fully satisfied. Again, it was divyam. All the terms, when we are feeling that, even it was there. So when you are practicing and putting your body and mind in that, so how you feel? You feel fully satisfied, no? So it will give the energy. At the same time, we have the chance to feel that energy in us. As Dr. said, we are invoking in us. So already that all the energies like a Pancha Mahabhuta within us and within our Sharira, and the temple, when you want to feel, that's within us. All the saint and saint, from the saint and saint, even up to the outside prahara, we have all in our body. Like when we are going to the temple, Ammaji explained very nicely, the Dvajastambha they have in the beginning itself. That's the energy, like channelizing the energy, fully bringing all the energy from all the directions to the temple, that main, that they have the Dvajastambha. Dvaja means that flag. The stambam, we have the stambam asana also we used to do from sitting actually. So stambam. So all the positions, when you see, we are putting our body in that all the different position. They are calling, we call asana. The boys also they say that nowadays they are using. So you have the chance to feel in that, to bring that energy in within you. So as Dr. Sir mentioned, like no, when you can bring that Sannidhi within you wherever you are. So similarly, we have the chance to do many practices. So I just thought, okay, I will do the Chandra Asana. Already I was, I'm in the standing position. So for Chandra, we have the Chandra, Ardha Chandra Asana we call. So you could go with the jumping, or if you like, you can just open up. So you turn as you're going for the, first you are going like a Trikonasana, you can go, or you can go like a Virasana first variation, and you are placing your hand the same line of your foot, and simply you are lifting your opposite leg and bringing the hand over the head. So you could see, looking at your fingertips, or if you want to look down wherever you feel comfortable, you can see. So you can see the shape. We are putting our body in the half moon position. So again, you coming down. Yep, almost like a Trikonasana. You are coming up for breathing in, out breath, turning your foot and head. Similarly, breathing in, turning your foot and head, out breath. You can bend your knee, and again you can go down and place your hand the same line of your foot, placing your palm, and simply lifting your leg, the hand over the head. And bringing down, for out breath again, and putting your hand in the line, looking down, breathing in, and come back the same like Virasana. Breathing in again, stand fully, out breath, turn your foot and head, and coming back again. You can simply join your foot, or you can jump if you like. So the Ardha Chandra Asana we call. So we have the mudras. Ardha means half. So we do the Hasta mudras in the dance when you're showing Ardha Chandra. So Chandra we show, Ardha means half. So half moon we show like this. And moon, when you're showing the full moon, we show the Purna Chandra, the Ardha Chandra. Like after we have the position Arai Mandi, we call sitting in the half in our height. So similarly, Ardha and the Ardha Chandra. So we have the crescent moon also we show. Lord Shiva having the, as his one of the jewel, the crescent moon. We have the Chandra Kala, the crescent moon. So Lord Shiva have his as one of the jewel. Always we show Lord Shiva. You can see it's like given like the ornaments. So the stars also we show, as we are doing in the dance, the slokam we are offering for Lord Shiva. That slokam when you are doing, we show Ankikam Bhuvanam Yasya Vachikam Sarvavangmayam Aharyam Chandra Taradi Tam Numasatvikam Shivam 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 Shivam, 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 Shivam. So it is when Lord have the Makutasya, Shivasya Makute, so Lord Shiva have the crescent moon in the head. So as you show, like a Purna Chandra, the full moon, Ardha Chandra, half moon, and the crescent moon, of course. The face of the moon, we have no like the Sukla Paksha. Excuse me. Like the Shukla, the color also mentioning. So the growing from the new moon day. So like that we have all the timings, all the different the phase of the moon. So all the practices you can see, and of course we have the practice like the asanas we have and the pranayamas we have for Chandra. When you are regulating the Chandra Nadi pranayama, and when we want to make the people quite calming, want to make them quiet and calm, so we usually give the practice the Chandra Nadi pranayama. Of course, they can come to the Vajrasana best, or they can sit in the any sitting position, but make sure their back erect. Always that we prefer. So using the Nasika Mudra, Vishnu Mudra quite often we use, but the Nasika Mudra quite often they are using now. So we are showing. So in this, when you are breathing in through the left nostril, breathing out through the left nostril again, out also. So when you are doing that, you can simply, instead of thinking the number, you can just chant Om Chandraya Namaha. Breathing in Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Just offering chanting for Lord, the Chandra energy. Surya Chandra also like our God. We our giving our namaskaram, offering our salutations. So when you are doing that, you can simply think in your mind, closing the right nostril, breathing in, breathing out. You'll be chanting in your mind, Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Just when you chant and do, it may be difficult, but just chant in your mind and do. So you could feel that energy. Of course, the body system, as Dr. Quite often say, when you're doing some of the asanas like the Sarvangasana, so we are totally changing the system, already, because the heart is up. So it's already there above the heart. But when you are totally changing, we are totally turning like upside down. So we are totally rotating the energy, So just like balancing in our body and mind, physically, mentally, and emotionally, in all the way we are leveling, we are balancing the energy. So of course you could practice the asanas also sometime. Just remaining. So some of the practices, so that our kids also will remain that, and they may do. I hope they do sometime, because we don't have regular classes with them. Weekly twice we are just meeting them in the line, but of course not all of them. The smaller group, sometimes the different timing and old repeats, they are different timing according to our schedule they are coming. So, of course, sometimes they may watch and practice. It may help for them also. So, you'll be lying down in the Shavasana. Then from that, the double leg. In the beginning, if you don't go any practices straight away, so you have to practice like Ekapada Uttanasana, bending your knee for breathing in and flattening your foot fully when you are bringing down. Out breath again, point your toes. Out breath, bending your knee and bringing down. Like that few times, minimum 3 times you practice. Again the left leg, the leg lifting, Ekapada Uttanasana we call. You could go like a Kriya, the systematic rational movement. You can go like a Kriya in the beginning, then you can go exact asanas actually. Similarly with that double leg lifting also, you should be practicing like a Kriya. You will be going and coming. Out breath, you can bend your knee and bring down. When you are ready, prepared your body, you are ready means then you can go. Maybe after a few rounds, like a Kriya, you can go, take your legs without bending the knees. Don't push in the beginning, straight away. So later when you are lifting without bending the knees, we are reaching to the Dvipada Uttanasana. From there, we are lifting the whole body up. As much as you can, fully lifting your body on your shoulders. You are standing. Again for out breath, you are bringing down. Whenever you are holding or you are there, the usual breath, some of the asanas you cannot do the deep breathing. So you have to, when you are coming down, again breathing out. So you can take your time. So like that, when you are putting your body in that positions, it's totally turning upside down. Above the heart, you are lifting the body, the Swasthana chakra. When we are talking about that, the energy, the silver moon energy we talk about here. But when you are lifting, holding your asana, Sarvangasana, Sarva Anga, all the angas lifted on your shoulders, you are balancing, of course, with the support of the hand. And so that's totally bringing up. So now the heart up, the moon up, you are totally changing upside down. So Sarvangasana. So similarly, when you are going to the Sarvangasana, of course, called like it is a queen posture, queen of the asana, Sarvangasana. When you are doing the Sirasasana, it's called the king of the asanas. Again in the Sirasasana also you are putting your system totally upside down.
call this Yogacharini. So I'm going to have the variations, opening the foot, different twist, let's see, moving like a trigger. You can do that. Artha again. Artha Padma. Asana. Padma, then simple variations, even like lifting the legs on the holding the foot down, bring the little stretch. Now finishing, don't raise and come up immediately. Make sure you are relaxing down there. So the different positions, we have all the postures, the king of the asana, queen of the asana, all the practices we have. We don't have only the asana, so we have the like many kriyas, mudras, and of course the pranayamas, all are there. So when you are putting that positions, so automatically you are sending the energy, telling your body that you want that energy. You want to have, you want to invoke that energy in us. So our body knows, okay, that's what you are telling. So it's understand in their own language. So we feel comfortable in our mother tongue. So English not my language actually. So it should be Sanskrit actually. But my father talking quite few words using in Sanskrit, but of course we didn't talk really. So we're supposed to talk actually. So I don't know which and the ancestors in which parampara we lost, I don't know. So but we have the strong interest for the Sanskrit. So quite often whatever the conversation, the sentence even instead of telling that oil, they say bring the taila. Quite often it's used jalam. Quite often we use that words in Sanskrit, but not really fluently. We didn't talk. So like that, the body has their own language. No, in that language, when you are sending the energy, we are talking with them. Quite easily they understand. The system comes to that balancing what we expecting, what we want to do. So understand, and so it's also cooperate with us very easily when we are going with their own, like a sahaja way, the natural way. We feel no the sahaja. So we say, oh, very easily they are doing. So that means sahaja, they feel very sahaja, like a second nature. We call in English. So like that. So we sing. It's Om Chandra, Om Chandra, Om Chandra, Om. And Krishna Chandra, Shukla Chandra, Purna Chandra, Om. Of course, on your own, when you are singing, of course you can join as you feel like we talk about the Divyam. It was very Divyam, Purna Tripti. It's fully satisfied. Like that, you can always add like a Divya Chandra. Of course, the Sri Chandra or Jaya Chandra, Jaya means the victory over. Jaya Chandra, Divya Chandra. Divya Chandra, of course, the energy of the moon is the it's calming down. So you could, of course, the Shanta Chandra, you can sing Shanta Chandra. Shanta Chandra, like that you can keep on adding actually. What do you feel? So Prakasha Chandra, that the luminous, that light in that. So Prakasha Chandra. So you can keep on adding actually. When you are singing, you can add on your own variations. As we have the different variations, change the foot and hands in the body. We change the variations like within like one asana even change the leg and hands. Minimum 3 to even up to 9 variations. Some of the asanas we could do. So like that you can add the variations like Sapurna, Purna, Paripurna. Like that you can keep on adding the variations, paravritti we call that. So we try the usual singing we do, the Krishna Chandra, Shukla Chandra, Purna Chandra, or sometimes we add Sri Jaya on our own, how you feel, because when you are looking at the moon that you feel that energy, so you it may something may be coming on that time it's coming, so you can enjoy your own variations actually. So Swamiji used to bring all of them in the Bumyapalayam beach. I heard because I never stayed because I was coming and going from my own town. So, but I heard the stories that for the full moon day they come, they bring the sundal, the chana we call no. So they boil the sundal and bring, and of course they make the potatoes in the beach. I think like a frying. I mean, in the they make like a bonfire and they make the thing. I heard the stories. So. It was very interesting. Of course, whole night they stayed in the beach and singing for moon, and they enjoyed the moonlight because Nila Choru. We call no for the small babies when we are feeding them. We show the Nila, see that moon, see that moon. They make the stories, like the grandmother is there and she's making that thing. You can have that. So all the stories they tell the kids when they're feeding, so they could easily eat the food. So we have that when we are sitting under the moon and eating, we call that Nila Chor. Of course, in I was telling because we were living mostly next to the temple, so we play the temple always, playing our like a playground even for us in the temple only. So we in the night time, like full moon day, Purnami day, we go and we do the Nila Kumbha. The kids go and make the bundle of the sand, like 3-4 lines they make, and other team should they should find where we made. So like we have that Nila, I forgot the name suddenly. So that game we used to play actually. So under the moonlight. So that game we used to have very nice, lot of fun. So lot of play even we use from the nature only. The sand we take. When you are playing with the fallen flowers from the tree, the leaves from the long flower only, they show us how to make the string flower. That from the long thing they have like a tail, some of the flowers the long one. So with that they show us how to make the string flower. All the nature thing like that palm tree, we have the Tala Asana also. From the palm tree, that thing fallen off, that thing they make one stick they give in between both the things, the thing they take and eat it. So they throw that thing they use like a coconut hulk, all the things they take from the ground, from the nature, from the tree, whatever falling off, that only they show us for the toys, not really buying from the shop. We never did that in the young days. Nowadays, filled with all the cupboards, all the boxes filled with the toys, all the things are filled with the items. So because every time we are buying for everything. At least in the Corona time, we stopped buying most of the stuff actually. So now it started slowly, so everybody going again. So like that, you see, everything we are quite often with the nature. So it was everything we are connected with the nature, we are offering to nature, we are doing the energy. It was very easily connected with the nature. Nowadays it's not that. So at least on full moon day we look at the sun and we look at the moon and sing. Okay. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Om Chandra, Om Chandra, Om Chandra, Om Om Chandra, Om Chandra, Om Chandra, Om Krishna Chandra, Shukla Chandra, Purna Chandra, Om Shukla Chandra, Krishna Chandra, Purna Chandra, Om Om Chandra, Om Chandra, Om Chandra, Om Om Chandra, Om Chandra, Om Chandra, Om Krishna Chandra, Shukla Chandra, Purna Chandra, Om Om Chandra, Om Chandra, Om Chandra, Om Om Chandra, Om Chandra, Om Chandra, Om Om Chandra, Om Chandra, Om Chandra, Om Krishna Chandra, Shukla Chandra, Purna Chandra, Om Om Chandra, Om Chandra, Om Chandra, Om Shri Chandra, Jaya Chandra, Divya Chandra, Om Shri Chandra, Jaya Chandra, Divya Chandra, Om Shanta Chandra, Prakasha Chandra, Jyotideepa Chandra, Om Shanta Chandra, Prakasha Chandra, Deepa Chandra, Om Om Chandra, Om Chandra, Om 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 Chandra, Om Shri Chandra, Jaya Chandra, Divya Chandra, Om Shri Chandra, Jaya Chandra, Divya Chandra, Om Om Chandra, Om Chandra, Om Chandra, Om Om Chandra, Om Chandra, Om Chandra, Om Deepa Chandra, Jyoti Chandra, Om Chandra, Om Om Chandra, Om Chandra, Om Chandra, Om Om Chandra, Om Chandra, Om Chandra, Om Prakasha Chandra, Shanta Chandra, Om Chandra, Om Om Chandra, Om Chandra, Om Chandra, Om Om Chandra, Om Chandra, Om Chandra, Om Om Chandra, Om Chandra, Om Chandra, Om Shukla Chandra, Krishna Chandra, Purna Chandra, Om Om Chandra, Om Chandra, Om Chandra, Om Om Chandra, Om Chandra, Om Chandra, Om Krishna Chandra, Shukla Chandra, Purna Chandra, Om Om Chandra, Om Chandra, Om 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 Chandra, Om. So of course you can add the Deepa and Jyoti also because they light in the night from the moon only. So as I said, singing the variations, of course you can always add your variation and sing and chant and enjoy that lunar energy so that it's balancing. It's not totally taking up as in the mind somewhere. So it will give the balance in every level. Thank you. Dhanyavad. We'll see you next week.